Well, I should say that I'm aboard Arc 48. Mine was blown up, apparently, so I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen,
Because of
for
the
technical
fan.
difficulty. We're going to see if we can bring everyone back over. I am so sorry for the issues. We do not know why the episode ended. And for those that are watching out, when you click on the comments, it's right next to the end broadcast. So we shall see. So
post something again on social.
thank you, Tanasije. Yes. We're going to see if we can get you the link for that one. Which one do you want to post? The YouTube page or the
YouTube
page?
I'll post both.
All right. Yeah. It's going to take me a moment to get on over there.
YouTube
Let me
and
go ahead and do that right now. And there it is, part 2. So let me get that link. Okay. Here is the link on YouTube. Let me put it to you in the private chat. Mm-hmm. There it is. I think they're coming back. So, or that might have been me posting it. Yeah, it is. Okay, in the private chat, there it is. Mm-hmm. Folks, that's the YouTube link. I do apologize.
Jag, can you post it in the ARC groups?
Yeah, hang on.
For YouTube and everything else. Yes, Elizabeth, thank you. You had a shuttle nearby. Yes, we are having people come back. If you would, Elizabeth, help us get the word out. I think you're on YouTube, which is great. If you can post it in your group, that would help us. We don't know why the episode ended, but I'm glad they caught it. I didn't even know the episode ended. But that's YouTube. Yeah. And let me go over to the NDB Media Facebook page, and we should have that link as well.
Okay, I did it on Marsha's group.
All right. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties, but I'm getting that link right now. So we're going to continue while I'm doing this. Hey, Tanasije, could you hold up that phone?
It's an alien!
Oh, look at it! That is cool. Wow. All right.
Find it here.
Well, Elizabeth, what ARC was a shuttle from?
Yeah.
Was it my ARC 2 that you have a shuttle from?
Oh my God.
I'm just going to post. Can't find it.
I froze, right?
For a moment, yes, you did.
Yeah, okay. It's passed, so.
Sorry.
Okay, I believe I have the Facebook one for NDB Media. Let me post that one in the chat room as well. And boom, there it is.
All right. So, posted it on both groups.
All right. Thank you. Damn. Did that take the wind out of the sails or what?
No.
All right. It looks like everyone is joining us. They're coming back both on YouTube and on Facebook and twitch.tv. Folks, we are sorry. And no, you missed about as much as we missed, Marcia. We're getting it going again. Thank you for joining us once again. Well, it's now a 3-fer.
Yeah.
First part,
it's a record.
Part, and now the third. Yeah. So, yeah, you are frozen, Tanasije, but we'll see if I get you back right now.
But we can hear you though.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's a foreign connection. Wait.
Yeah.
Am I still frozen?
Yes.
Oh my God. Wait, I might try this and
okay, that works for now.
And now?
No, still frozen.
No. But you know, the good thing is you don't have that look on your face that you did in episode 1.
Oh, it would be classic. Think about it. The internet failed, and he gives us that look. That would be classic.
That would be great.
So we are back, folks. Thank you for being able to get back in line with us.
How about now?
There you go.
There you are.
Now you got. There you go.
You know what?
Yeah.
This kind of stuff is reminding me about the ARC. Like something always happens, something doesn't work. You know, we had Michael not having good, difficulties, and we had Tanasije. He was having issues with whatever, and now we went out. This is reminding me of an episode of the ARC. So
it is.
It's perfect.
It is. Yeah, and it's an Earth Day today, so.
And it's Earth Day.
Yeah.
Anyway, So morning changes everything. It says you're a hipster
Yeah.
on a TV series. So is that
Yeah.
a Serbian production or was that
Yeah, it
something?
is. It is. It was quite a big series. I played little character in one episode. Yeah, also feisty, really feisty. Yeah, and actually, some people recognize me from it, and I was like, "But guys, it's one scene. Like, come on, what the fuck?" But yeah, I guess the feisty characters suit me.
So you already had some recognition from previous shows in Serbia, right? Or previous things that you've done.
Yeah,
You've already kind of gotten used to it. Now the arc is just starting, right, in Serbia.
yeah.
So no doubt that will add more to that recognition. So have you already kind of prepared? Do you have the sunglasses? Do you have
I was born prepared for that.
ah,
I have a ton of sunglasses. I have a ton of caps and hoodies, and I don't quite enjoy taking those coffee mugs outside, but I might end up like all the stars do that, right? Like carry
yeah,
their
little
like,
clo mug? Yeah.
yeah. I have to get used to that. I think that's the main issue.
So if you were, let's say I was in Serbia and I happened to see you on the street, would you be happy to sign an autograph, or would you be like Florian
Course,
and go, well,
yeah.
no?
Yeah, of course I would. It would be one of my first ones. Not the first one. I actually gave my first one already.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah.
For the arc or something else?
It was it was a prequel to a very popular movie here in Serbia called Next to Me, and it was a movie called Next to Me the musical, and it was the prequel. And I was playing a character named Beautiful Boy. I don't know what.
Oh, these lovely character names of yours.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, at later on, one of the extras came up to me at the last game of shoot and with the picture, and he was like, "Can you sign?" And it was so overwhelming for me since like that guy was like 2 years younger than me or so. It was so weird, in a way. Like I didn't even have a big role there. I was named Beautiful Boy.
Yeah.
Imagine I didn't even have a name. So yeah, it's I was very surprised by that.
Good.
Oh,
So,
this is a good question by Marsha.
oh,
Is yeah.
okay.
Is sci-fi popular in Serbia? Well, I'm not quite sure if we talked about it during the podcast or before.
You talk to me about
A
it.
little bit.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Well, yeah, sci-fi is popular in Serbia, as in people from Serbia do watch sci-fi. But um, producing sci-fi things, it's kind of different because it takes a lot of money, and a lot of productions don't choose to do sci-fi movies here because they're not quite sure if it's gonna do a box office well. So yeah, that's about that.
So your English is very good. Did you learn that in school? Did you
In
learn that
school.
on your own?
In
Uh,
school.
because I mean, it's very good. It's better than my Serbian.
Well, Serbian is pretty hard, I must say. Like English is a bit easier. Yeah, I've learned it in school, but I watched Disney Channel growing up and Cartoon Network, and it wasn't dubbed. It was in English, and I don't know. I listened to songs in English, so yeah, I'm introduced to English language all the time. So yeah, but I was actually in high school. I was the language program. We
Mhm.
had English every day for one class. So yeah, I was always kind of good with English, but it just propelled me all the way.
So I would think if you're an actor to be in Serbia, it's great to learn as many or much language as you can, right? Because that helps you with more roles,
Of
the
course.
potential.
Of course. Right now, I'm actually filming a movie where I play Nazi soldier,
Okay.
actually,
Yeah.
officer. And yeah, it's in German. So I couldn't have landed that if I didn't speak Hochdeutsch or very good German. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. And when does that come out, or can you tell us?
Well, actually, it's a weird story with that movie. It was anticipated for the past 40 years because the script was in the making for since the 80s.
Really?
Because yeah, it's about infamous war crime
Hmm.
in Yugoslavia during the
Hmm.
Second World War.
Right.
And yeah, it was kind of being developed for the 40 years, and there was this movie that got out that was being accused of being a ripoff of that movie, and it was even sent as a Oscar contestant representing Serbia, and it created a big buzz here, and that's
Right.
what propelled the original script to get produced.
Really?
And yeah, and the director Lordan Zafranovic, he's a legend here. He's a legendary Yugoslavian director, and he got approved for shooting last summer, and we shot some scenes in the summer, and we are plans to continue shooting again this summer, and we'll see. I don't know. Things get postponed quite easily, so we'll see. I hope it comes out like next year, but nobody knows.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, when back to the Ark, when you did your filming, are there any funny stories or any funny incidents that you can remember during your filming of the Ark, or something that's
Um,
in the script or something like that, that just something that that was kind of funny for you
well, let me think about it.
And that you
without
can
getting in
tell us, of
trouble?
course.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. Funny things. Well, it's not so funny, but since it was kind of the COVID craze still going on when we were shooting, we got tested every Monday. And one Monday, I was picked up for testing, and Christina entered the van, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, what lovely perfume you have!" And I was, "What perfume?" And yeah,
Wow.
and I tested positive for COVID that day. Yeah, and gladly I had no symptoms, but yeah, it was quite funny for me because I realized that I don't smell the perfume, and I couldn't say it because it might end up making a big
Panic.
situation out of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like, maybe it's my sinuses. I have sinus. Who doesn't?
Wow.
So that was a little story from the arc. I don't know. It was quite happy times. Like Steven. Oh my God, Steven brought up some PlayStation or something like that. And for the first 3 weeks, I think we were all obsessed with Mario Kart or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were playing video games a lot, and in our waiting room, and yeah, it was quite fun. And on my first day of shoot, Richard brought the guitar, and he was flexing his singing chops, and I was like I was so mesmerized. Like, he has a voice.
Yeah, I heard that he's very musical.
Yeah, he's quite.
Wow. And then we have a question from Marcia. How
Mhm.
would you say "I love the Arc" TV series in Serbian?
You would say volim TV seriju Ark.
Wow.
Yeah.
Again, can you repeat that? That was kind of quick.
Volim, which means I love, TV series, Ark.
Really? All right, everybody practice out there.
Volim TV seriju Ark.
There you go. That's great.
That's
How
awesome.
long was your shooting day? How long did it take to shoot your scenes, or how does that work?
Well, the shooting day was quite fixed in a way. I never had delayed.
I think we lost.
Uh-oh. We lost him again.
Yeah.
There he is. There he is. I think I hear him.
No.
Nope. We lost.
Nope.
Well, that's been our issue today. Internet.
That is a pain.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll be able to join us in just a moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget tomorrow, the blowout episode 3 of this wonderful weekend. We're already in episode 2, and we're going to go and continue it. Episode 3 is oh my goodness, it's not even a double header, triple header. It's a sextuplet.
Yep.
And hopefully it won't be more than 3 this weekend.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh look,
Well,
we got.
well,
Michael.
it's usually a reset when that happens. So hopefully we'll be able to join us in a bit. No. There it is. It's Michael.
Yeah,
He's the
you
one
don't
that's
want
been
me.
doing it.
Oh, don't want me. That's the whole point.
You don't want me. Where's Roger?
No. No.
Yeah. So hopefully, I like it like that.
There we go.
A trifecta. There you go.
The trifecta, yes. Hopefully all the bugs will be resolved. I never was a fan of this one because unfortunately you don't have a lot of room to move.
I know.
I like
but
the 3.
I'll change it to the other.
And I moved
But-
quite a bit. So yeah.
There you go.
I
there
just,
you go.
There we
I
go.
prefer
And the other
that
one feels so
myself.
claustrophobic. Yeah.
Yes, Aisha, thank you.
Well,
I
just
broke
put
the
your
internet.
face
Oh, all right,
tomorrow.
stop screwing around. Stop screwing around. Our guest is back.
There he is.
They're sabotaging us.
Oh, I figured you went out the
Yes.
airlock by chance or something.
I mean, I figured Mrs. Trust had put you out the airlock. I really did.
Or
Probably.
or the Jasper guy came back and
From the
did
jet,
something.
right? Yeah. For the stair, because of the stair. Actually, I auditioned for Jasper. I must say. Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
Yeah, but look what would have happened if you had.
Yeah.
That's what I say. It turned out good.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
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 So I'm glad you were Jasper.
Yeah, me too.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. I don't know where you lost me. I guess around the work day.
Yes, the
It was
workday,
right.
shooting
It was
day.
right after you were telling us how to say, "I love the Ark" in Serbian, and then it kind
And
of.
then your
Yeah.
TV shooting day.
It was the peak. It was the peak of this podcast, Serbian.
Oh, there's been quite a few peaks of this podcast already. But your shooting day was very scheduled, you said? The shooting day was scheduled?
Yeah, it was well scheduled. We started shooting around 8 and always finished around like 6 p.m. So yeah, it was steady in a way. Like you knew when are you gonna finish, when are you gonna get picked up. It was quite nice in that way. Yeah, and it rarely went off tracks. For me, never. Yeah,
Good.
which is quite nice.
Good.
Yeah.
And was that your first time at, I think it's PFI Studios? Is that the first
Yeah,
time?
yeah, it was. It was my first time shooting there. Yeah.
And it's big, right? And
Yeah, like it's 30-minute drive from the center of Belgrade, like on the highway. It's big. It has like I don't know, 12, 8 big studios.
sound
halls.
stages.
Yeah, stages, whatever. And there's some outdoor stages as well, and then you take a leap out and then you end up being in 19th century Belgrade and you're like, oh, what the fuck. And quite really close to the PFI studios is the studios where they shoot this big trashy a reality show, and I was always scared that I by accident might went into the reality property.
Okay.
But I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay. Good deal.
And that's that. I think it's not even possible to go there. It's probably secured, but my brain going haywire. So
Good. Good.
yeah.
Roger, Michael, I don't want to continue here. I mean, I can, but I want to give you guys an opportunity.
Yeah, I apologize. I was distracted with the monitoring of the network because I noticed the bandwidth is dropping. So I'm trying to keep it going right now. I apologize.
We're pushing it.
Yes. We need the engineers to help us out from the Arc right now. So
yes, we need Eva.
Directors. They don't know how to
yes, the director. Actually, right here, Marcia says, I think you said you took a souvenir from the set. Now that there's a season 2. I don't want to.
I actually didn't.
Very good.
You did not do it. You did not do it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even take any photos of the set or
Really?
behind the scenes. No, because in our contracts and in the working sheets or whatever work proposal, whatever is it called,
Non-disclosure agreement.
No, not the NDA, but for every day of shoot, you get this piece of paper where it says like what are you shooting that day, and what are the rules on the set, and so on and so on. And it was bold red letters: no cell phones are allowed, no photos taken. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to be a part of a lawsuit. I'm not taking any photos.
Wow.
And I actually, one of the girls that was doing makeup had to take backstage photos for checkups, and she sent me those. So that's the one I've
that's
got.
Cool. Oh
Yeah.
No, that's cool. Honestly, that's very kind of you. I lucked out. I've told this story before that I had a chance to visit Paramount Pictures. I was invited by one of the producers back in '98, and one of the things that I was told was no pictures on the Star Trek Voyager sets. And all we had was my significant other, myself, and the production assistant. We had a run of the set. No one else was there. But you know what? They said no pictures. And
I know.
We followed it. We did. And I get you on that, man. It's just you don't want to screw things up.
I am kind of trying to be careful with all of those things. You never know how can it backfire, and why would I do it if it's stated in bold red letters?
Yeah.
And then they might have killed you off if they got mad.
I mean, right? Like, I wouldn't want that. Yeah.
So I'm looking at your picture. You have a little bit of a beard, and then here we have you see you full. Which way do you prefer?
Oh, this is the man. Right
this is new. This is quite new. I'm actually playing Orthodox priest in upcoming short movie, and priests here, Orthodox priests, usually have beards, and it was kind of like, okay, let's do this. Let's try the beard. I didn't even think I had ability to grow this kind of a beard, but it's quite nice. I don't know. I might keep it. Might not. We'll see. If they pay me to cut it off, I will.
Yes. Has anyone recognized you on the street where they tell you something about the beard, as opposed to, dude, get rid of it, or it looks good, stuff like that?
Well, a lot. No, people just ask me like, what? How did that happen? But a lot of people like it, except my mom. She doesn't like it. She likes the baby face. But that's about that.
Look, young man, speaking to you as an old man, all right, and I'm a happy old man, dude. Keep the younger face. Trust me. There's going to come a day when that baby face is not going to come back. Keep it for as long as you can.
Yeah, I know. And when you're young, you usually tend to.
Whoa! Stop right there. What do you mean when you were young? Stop it.
When a person is young, not you. When a person is young.
I mean
Yeah, not you, Roger.
You're still a young man. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, but people usually tend to look older. I don't know why. When they're young.
Yes, they want to be older.
Yeah.
Marsha Middleton asked, was there a rap party?
I think so, but actually, when the production wrapped, I wasn't in Belgrade. I was doing a play in a nearby city. So even though I'm not quite sure, I think it was, but I couldn't attend it. We had many parties offset, so it was quite nice. It was good time.
So I'm going to ask, I'm sure this was a great experience because mostly I would think you'd work with Serbian counterparts in your acting profession.
Mm-hmm.
You had Canadians and British with this production.
Mm-hmm.
How was that? How was that kind of feeling? Was it, I'm sure it was great professional, but was it like, wow, this is awesome to meet other people from other countries? Or is that the way you all?
Well, you know what? I've realized that acting is kind of the same all around the world. Yeah, and it's just up to the language. That's all. Like it works the same. We had some great talks about the skills of an actor, the techniques of acting, and so on, behind the scenes, and when we were waiting for the shoot. And like I remember Christy showing us Meisner technique. She I think she is professional at it. That she is a tutor. I think I'm not quite sure of Meisner, and they don't teach that much Meisner in Serbia. It's more Stanislavski or Michael Chekhov or so on. And yeah, it was something. It was fun. Yeah.
Good. I mean, because I would think when you go to school, when you're in Serbia or here, you meet new people from other countries or other places. It's interesting because now you learn about their culture. And then I'm sure they felt the same way coming to Serbia and dealing with. I know that Christy Burke loves the ice cream there, and the food I hear is great.
Yeah, it's something there. Yeah, we're all foodies here.
Yeah,
Balkan cuisine is quite I don't know, rich in flavor. Yeah,
better than the Ark, I'm sure.
Yeah,
well, 500 calories a day, dude.
500 calories a day.
What's that? A slice of food
a little
for
cookie.
you?
Yeah. Well, I actually, in some of those, boxes, there were those cookies. I never bothered trying, and even no, and I'm allergic to all sorts of nuts. And I was like, that looks like it has nuts in it. No. Yeah.
Wow.
But I don't know. Like, I guess they enjoyed food. Belgrade is quite famous for a nightlife and for the clubs. Like Mercedes said that one of the cabaret clubs here is the best one in the world. And she was like, oh my God, it's even better than the Vegas. I was like, yeah, sure.
Well, we'll bring that up tomorrow.
Yes.
She organized us to go to this Lafayette. It's called Lafayette. And it was quite nice. She was the only one that ended up not coming. I think she fell sick. But I think they enjoyed nightlife. The life on the rivers is quite lively here, and it's quite different. Especially, I guess, when you're from America, I guess any trip to Europe is experience in a way, since it's kind of the same, but it's not. It's similar, like it's Western culture, but it's kind of different. What I have realized throughout the years, and I think they enjoyed it. I don't know. You have to ask.
I would say they probably did. I mean, they're working with different professionals from another
Mhm.
country,
Yeah.
a different view, a different way of life. I think that's
Mm,
very energetic and it's and inspiring to an actor, is
mm,
because they can draw from that experience and bring it forth in the role that they're doing.
mm.
Well, Roger Michael, I feel like I'm monopolizing, so I don't want to monopolize here.
Well, monopoly is a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can be. No, it's all good. Watching the chat room, we have a few more folks. Again, our audience numbers go up and down. Let us know who you are and where you hail from. Wonderful afternoon today here on a Saturday, which I guess is now what, about 10:30 your time?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
It's
10:30
soon to
your
be
time
Sunday.
on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
What the hell are
Check
you doing at
doing.
home on a Saturday night, man?
Well, I was booked.
Oh, I'm sorry. There is a
But it
problem
was
there.
your choice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's the best time. Like, imagine me being on a podcast like this on a work day. Like, I would be like, yo, guys, I need to go to sleep. But now I might go somewhere else later. Who knows? Who knows?
Your social scene is almost 24 hours there in Belgrade, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really don't know. Most of us here, except for maybe Michael, would probably be able to agree on this. In that, here in the United States, no, come 2 o'clock in many places, everything just starts shutting down. There are people that are waking out, and you can find
Mm.
places, but it's not like the European scene. And you mentioned you traveled all throughout Europe.
Not
Look,
all throughout, but I traveled.
but
Yeah.
you traveled, yes, you,
Yeah.
and that's fair, all right. And thank you for correcting me on that.
Yeah.
But being that you are from Serbia, even in Europe, man, the different cultures in such a small area. See, you
Yeah.
have that over us. For me to
Yeah.
go visit Jay, I'm talking about a 24-hour drive
Which is a
without
lot.
stopping. Yes. And
Yeah.
3 hours by plane. To visit Michael, I have to travel 5.5, almost 6 hours by plane, and
Yeah,
vice
which is
versa.
wow.
For us, the
That's
distances, and we all speak the same language. There's
yeah,
no
yeah. And
difference.
here in Europe, like 24-hour drive would get you from Belgrade to London.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. Like
Wow.
everything in Europe is about 2 hours a flight, and by car. I actually went to Paris by bus, and it was a 20-hour drive. Yeah, it's not that big, and like even if you go on a plane, the tickets aren't that expensive, so you know you can
Now,
always find the cheap ones.
now, honestly, speaking from someone that doesn't have it over here in the United States, many parts of Europe have a high-speed rail network. Is
Yeah.
Serbia part of that network now? And if not, have you traveled a lot by
Oh
high-speed rail in
well,
Europe?
it's being developed here. The
Yeah.
two cities in Serbia are connected by a high-speed railway, and it was new actually. It went in use like a year ago, and the plan is to connect Belgrade to Budapest with the high-speed railway. It's I think planned to be in 2 years or so, and it's planned for it to be like. Less than a 2 hour train ride, which is great. And
Wow.
even now, it's not that much of a hell. Like Belgrade Budapest is 5 hours drive, you know. And yeah, and in the European Union, you don't have any borders, which is great. Once you cross the European border, you're free to travel wherever. So yeah, you don't get stuck at the border. And yeah, I don't know. Well, Serbia is kind of more similar to Mediterranean countries. I myself consider Serbia to be a Mediterranean country since throughout history it was connected to the sea. Now it's landlocked, but like for the past centuries, it had it's been a part of the countries with the sea, and
Yeah.
it's kind of a Mediterranean mentality, and it's quite kind of different than Germany. In Germany, like in the US, everything is closed at 9. Like a lot of things.
There are party poopers over here, I guess.
yeah, yeah, and like this kind of a lifestyle is a Mediterranean one. Like
Yes.
here we go for a coffee and end up being in a coffee shop for like 5 hours, which is normal here, you know. And the more north you go, the amount of time you spend with friends decreases, and it's kind of like that for the lifestyle. There's some interesting maps of Europe, like depending on hostility and depending on how people are getting treated as guests at somebody's house and so on and so on. And it's always this north-south division.
Yes.
Yeah.
By
Marsha's
the way,
asking.
folks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead,
I was
Roger.
going to say, by the way, folks, here it is. Look, we're talking about Serbia. There's Belgrade. Mentioned Budapest right there. This is Europe. This is where he is right now. Got to jump across the river or the pond. This is where Michael is in the nation's capital. And Jag is right here in San Antonio. And, well, I'm out here in Los Angeles. So
Yeah.
if you think about it, it's actually kind of in a straight line.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But he is in the Mediterranean, that lifestyle. So I know what you're talking about. It is absolutely beautiful. And I messed up the setup. There it is. All right.
I was just going to mention Marsha's asking, what kind of music do you like to listen to?
Serbian.
No, actually, I don't like Serbian music. Yeah. I listen to. I mean, my favorite artist is Lady Gaga, but I like to listen to pop and Actually, I like everything that is good. Like I might listen to rap, trap, metal. Like I actually love Rammstein. That's opinionated, but it's kind of
Oh,
the music I
okay.
like. Also, yeah, I sometimes like I right now I'm listening a lot to Italian pop because of the White Lotus. Like I was crazy with that show, and I downloaded the soundtrack, and now I'm in Pop Italo or whatever it is called, and I booked my tickets for Måneskin concert. So yeah, I listen to various
Types of music. Good.
No, that is cool. Appreciate that. And Aisha is closer to you than she is to us. She's out there. I don't know if it's the peninsula, but she's out there near, I forget what she said, but yeah, somewhere in southern Britain, over kind of like, yeah, somewhere near Bristol, I guess. So west of London.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's where. Will you be listening or watching the Eurovision contest?
Yes, like Eurovision is quite big here. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
And
for those that don't know what that is, what is that?
that's a really old song contest where people from each country send one song representing their country to this Eurovision contest, which was made a little after the World War II to promote European identity and European unity. And it's kind of a contest with all of the songs representing countries, and everybody's fighting for the winning title. And when a country wins Eurovision, they get to host it the next year.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's a
They
big.
tried that in the U.S. last year, but the show didn't do very well.
Yeah. I think it's because the part of the Eurovision is different cultures meeting and promoting peace, you know.
Mhm.
And in the US, like states competing, it's kind of divisive more than,
Yeah.
unity.
Mhm.
I don't know. So yeah, Eurovision works in Europe because it's a pod of different cultures. And yes, I will be watching Eurovision, and I quite actually like our Serbian entry this year. I love listening to Luke. He's a good performer, and I hope he does well.
So back to your family and the arc, and I don't want to bring up too much of the arc because you're coming back tomorrow. But
Yeah.
during you mentioned during the filming that you had I guess a sheet of paper that said no photographs that you couldn't do. So if your parents or your family asked questions, how difficult was that, or was it difficult to keep whatever you were doing quiet from what you were doing on set? Because I know Steve Moore, I think, had an issue with his aunt asking him what was going on. He was like, I can't talk about it, that kind of thing. So I was just curious how you handled that.
Well, you know what? I think I think those NDAs and those things are more directed towards media and talking about things you're doing in media and out there, and kind of like I know my mom isn't gonna go to media and tell anybody. Yeah, and some of my friends or so. So yeah, I didn't say much spoilers, but like I was talking about costumes, about set, about crew and cast, and so on, and the time I've got there. But like nobody's gonna go in Serbia to media to have some statements or so on.
Right.
So it's kind of different than in America, I guess, in that way. But and I guess that's why Steven was a bit more cautious, since he's American and maybe he's used to dealing with those kind of obstacles, as in NDAs and lawsuits and so on. But in Serbia, I don't think it would hold water in court.
It is a big deal in the United States, in the English-speaking world, to get news out. It's something that I didn't grow up with, so I don't get it. But the younger, there are certain kids, they have to know. Well, I'm generalizing. There's a certain sect of the fandom that has to know everything even before, and I don't get that. I want to be entertained, and honestly, I am eternally grateful having the chance to speak to you, watching, knowing that you helped to entertain us, because we're fans. We want to be taken, we want to be surprised, we want to be amazed, and it's kind of nice to have a little taste and stuff. But those are called teasers, right?
Yeah, of course. It's called a teaser for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
But to reveal everything, and I guess this is now a rant. You're probably a bit too young and take it for what it is. But when Terminator Salvation, the movie, the tease, it was famous. The preview gave away the entire movie. It was absolutely ridiculous. We had gone to that. There was a twist in the movie, and it was in the teaser. It's like, why? By the way, the movie bombed.
Right? I'm not very supportive of that either. I don't know. I don't have a problem with spoilers as long as the movie is good or the series is good. Like, I don't mind knowing things if it's developed well,
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go out there and try to find every single clue and make up show in my head before it airs, because sometimes I did that and my show ended being better than the one I watched. That's the thing that I don't like doing, because like I want to be entertained, like you said, and not challenging my brain to think of certain scenarios or so what.
No, that is cool. And then it's nice knowing that we have a kindred spirit and knowing that you're in the industry. And I know that we've had the privilege of speaking to several others. What are we? Michael, officially, is Tanasije what, our fourth guest from the Ark? Because we've had your boss, the creator, was on with us, Dean Devlin, and he's been on our network, I guess, counting that one twice. So it's really kind of cool. Mercedes De La Cruz, the one you mentioned, she holds the record, believe it or not. And we're not going to put you up to it, but she was on with us for, what was it, Michael? 2 hours and 37 minutes, I think it was.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Did Mercedes have 3 podcasts?
Yeah, well, now she was on the day before with us for about 40 to 50 minutes.
That Roger
Yeah.
didn't know about.
Well, a lot of us didn't know about. Michael set it up, but it's all good. No, it's amazing to us how we, being fans, are able to spend so much time and learning as much as we do from everyone involved. It's just an incredible privilege. And for us, Thomas, it's going on right now. It is.
You know what's great? It's great that you're reaching out as fans. Like, it means a lot because sometimes you do some work and you don't realize it means something to somebody. And it's a great feeling to know that it actually moved somebody somewhere to start doing something on their own, which is you're doing, and that's great.
Well, what is great is not only are you allowing us to do this and everyone else is. I mean, when Dean Devlin showed up on the program, I mean, come on. I'm not saying we got a seal of approval, but he was like, yeah, I want to come play with you guys. That is absolutely awesome. And then you as well. And then Stacy. Ryan was the first one that committed, right? Ryan Adams.
Yeah. Ryan was the first one.
Yeah. And what was funny was he was on with us 30 minutes before. We did an hour and a half, and he was on with us an hour after offline, which was really crazy. And we've learned so much. And Michael and I have always been worried. We want the guests to be there early so we can explain stuff like I did with you.
Yeah.
But I get worried that the conversation picks up and like, oh man, this needed to be on air. So it is.
You know what's good about the actors? They can repeat it.
Oh, hell yeah. I didn't
Word
think
for
about
word.
that. That is good. And you did. I like that. Now, if I could get back to the story on the Ark.
Yeah.
We were told, as per IMDb, you were in, or I'm sorry, for the Serbian audience, you are in 9 episodes. Is it, Michael? Was it?
That's what it said, but he was not.
No, but you say that you were. Hey, buddy, talk to your agent. IMDb says 9 episodes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, come on.
where's the paychecks? Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I was in the 7th. I was in the first 7 episodes. I finished shooting earlier because of the schedules, and yeah. So I didn't get killed off. That's important.
Yes.
Yeah, that is important.
I'm somewhere there lurking.
Now, you've been in this business for a little bit now, and obviously in theater. And then we had this awful evil thing that came and hit the entire world. It was COVID. Was it difficult during the filming of the Ark, which I guess was, well, for you, it's more than a year ago now, right?
Yeah.
Was it difficult on this production, with COVID and stuff? Or no, things were already back to normal at this point?
They weren't back to normal. Like, everybody except the cast had to wear masks. And
that's right.
Yeah, and
You said you were getting tested on Mondays.
Yeah, every Monday.
Wow.
And
it's without being rude, and I know I cut you off. What was the test? A little quickie, or were they sticking that damn swab all the way up your nose? Oh, man. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, we had to deal with that too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. It was kind of okay. I just, like, there was one person, I forgot her name, but she went through the set and always was screaming maske, like, to put on our masks, and that was her main job on set. And I was like, man, everybody's gonna hate you so much after this because nobody wanted to wear a mask. Come on, it's kind of annoying in a way. I mean, you have to, but it's annoying. Yeah,
it is. It was very difficult.
Yeah.
Aisha says, and hopefully I didn't cut you off. Aisha is asking, have you ever thought about voice acting, voicing an animated film or series? You have that kind of voice, which I think would work. You do, young man.
Thank you. I already did it.
You have?
Yeah, I did it. It was fun for me exploring that. I did Disney dubs here in Serbia. I did Lilo and Stitch. I played. Yeah, it's my favorite cartoon, and imagine me getting a role there.
Oh my God! I admitted Lilo and Stitch over the last week or second week.
He did.
Oh my
He
God!
did.
I'm not kidding.
I have Stitch tattooed. Come on, like that's something else for me. Like, and I got the Bard.
Wow.
I played his cousins and Cobra Bubbles.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, and I did all the roars and the grunts and everything else.
Oh my goodness. That is
Which language did you do it in?
In Serbian, in Serbian.
Yeah.
In Serbian. Okay.
Yeah, and I did Spiderman, this cartoon series. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played some characters there. Like I think I'm quite lousy with those names. Some
You're okay.
stand character. I don't know. And I was in Star Wars Clones. I was in Rapunzel. And one of my favorites also was Winx. It was very popular TV show. I mean, cartoon show, whatever. Here in Serbia when I was growing up, and they cast me for season 8 to play one of the boyfriends of the main cast, and it was quite fun for me. I don't know, and I got some little fans, like little kids, and I gave them some interviews on Instagram.
Oh,
It was
good.
it was quite lovely. Yeah,
You're a
I-
good man, seriously,
Yeah.
because children, look, they're your future fans, if not your fans.
yeah,
Talk to them
Current fans.
once, and they'll remember it forever.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. They did. They
You're a
did.
good man, seriously.
Thank you. And it was kind of actually that was the hardest one for me, like the Winx one. Since I was cast to play this character, he's called Nex, and in the original, he's a surfer guy. But in Serbia, you don't have that type of personality or accent or lifestyle, so it doesn't translate. I had to come up with something new that was working. And when I tried something similar to a surf guy in Serbian, he sounded like a total douchebag. Yeah. And it wouldn't work. So I made him into a nice guy. So whatever. Yeah, but yeah, I loved dubbing.
Wow.
Good.
Hopefully that continues. Now, Aisha says, did you ever get to do the Serbian version of How to Train Your Dragon?
No, because it was. I think the dubbing was done before I got into the dubbing business. So
Yes. Yeah, it's been for a little bit. Oh,
Yeah.
that is cool. So
I started dubbing around COVID. So
but you were able to stay busy, which is great.
yeah. For a lot of my peers from college, COVID broke them in a way. They stopped, and I found a way to mingle around it. So yeah, I was busy all the way.
Oh, that is excellent.
That's great.
And I'm glad you still are being able to do that. And I got to tell you, I'm excited because this is your first interview, and I apologize that it's split in half, but I guess it would be apropos.
No, it's a double interview then. It's fine.
It actually is. So you've
It's a
already been
part
on
two.
twice with us. Yeah,
Yeah,
Even if you
you're
wanted
at
to or not.
Mercedes level now. Mm-hmm.
Getting there. Do you know actually a funny story? This is a funny arc story, but not related to arc, but it is. Like my mom and dad were actually at friend's house. Like my mom and dad are in their mid-60s, and they were at their friends, and it was some sort of a gathering. It was somebody's birthday or so. And somebody was like, "Oh my God, I met with this actress, Mercedes de la Cruz, and they talked about Mercedes for an hour. And my mom and dad got home and they were like, oh my God, they were talking about this Mercedes. Who is this person? Mercedes. And I was like, yeah, she's my co-star. I know her from my casting agency. And like they were starstruck by then. And they mentioned Mercedes a lot in the house. They're mesmerized by her. So yeah, Mercedes is part of my household in a way now. She doesn't know it though.
Oh,
will
well,
now.
I have news for you. Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
She'll know now. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we are shocked, Tanasije. She has quickly become a friend to the program and to the network. She's been on with us numerous times. She comments in the chat room. I know that this is an odd hour for her because she is active and she does go out. So she's probably doing something, but she's probably going to come back and comment later. She might ambush you on this a little bit.
Well, but you do know who I was texting right before the show.
No.
Stop
Today.
it.
No, I really was.
With
Mercedes.
Yes.
Tanasije, I'm not kidding. She spends an inordinate amount of time. Oh, I shouldn't have said it that way. But an incredible amount of time with fandom, and she spends talking to us a great deal. And
She's gonna have to wait for 2
She
hours to
joined
find
the
out.
2 ARC fan groups on Facebook after our podcast.
Oh,
And she's active in those.
I have to interrupt, folks. I just got a like, and I want to give him a shout out while it's still on. Michael Bednar, thank you for the like, young man. Happy birthday. Now, here's a little bit of serendipity, folks. I met Michael in person in December. Okay, not this Michael, but Michael Bednar, the one we're talking about. My birthday was yesterday. Michael Bednar's birthday is today, and Michael Day's birthday is on Monday.
No, it's on Sunday.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. 1, 2, and 3. Isn't that
In
funny?
an hour, it's gonna be your birthday here, so you know.
Yeah. Oh, and he's giving us the hello from the nation's cap. Oh, actually, no, from somewhere in Maryland. Michael, happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, he's an hour and 15 minutes from me. Yeah. So.
Yes,
Happy birthday.
So, all kidding aside, yes, yay. So, I think it's interesting how when I met him, I didn't know that. And then Michael Day here said, yeah, dude. So, mine's the first, Michael's second, and this guy's the third. So, it's kind of interesting. Sorry.
You went a little quiet. There you go. That's better.
Yeah, I apologize. I went off on a tangent, but we're celebrating our birthdays with you, Tanasije. Check that out, man.
I'm honored. I didn't bring any cake or gifts.
Okay.
You did by being here with us. We are
You're the
your
gift.
fans.
You're the
I
gift.
might bring
Young
cake
man.
tomorrow.
You are.
Yeah.
You are definitely giving that to us. So look, here we go. Now, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, being the host of the program, I have some other commitments. I'm the one that's going to have to bail in the next few minutes. Unfortunately, it's in the United States. It still is tax season. I'm still seeing clients, and it's on a Saturday. Young man, I work on weekends too. So
It's the hustle.
I'm the one that's going to have to be going right now in a few minutes. But look, Elizabeth says she's been a wonderful and active member of both Marcia and my Facebook groups. She's amazing. We love her. We do too. I know I'm the one saying goodbye. It's not over, but I'm the one that is. And I'm eternally grateful. I cannot wait for tomorrow. But, Tanasije, we've been discussing amongst ourselves. There's going to be 6 guests of the program.
Maybe.
Yeah. We ain't talking, man. It's going to be you guys. So we're going to ask a leading question or so because we have not interviewed everyone. And for most people, the run is complete. So I imagine you're going to be talking about the 12th and final episode. You need to warn your fans. Yeah, before the episode.
Yeah, maybe they like the spoilers. I don't know. Maybe they enjoy it. Come on.
Maybe not. But I've joked with Michael and indirectly with Jag too, saying, you realize that we're just going to be here while they're doing all the talking. Because you guys are the stars anyway.
We'll be reading books or something. Or...
No. But we're going to be listening. And we are so looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're excited.
Incredible. Like I said, Michael, I'm going to hand it off to you. I need. You're right, Tanasije. It's a hustle, man. We've got to keep working, and
Awesome.
even on a Saturday, young man, I want to tell you from me, I seriously, I wish you the best. You are doing a lot of work already. Congratulations. That's
Thank
talent,
you.
young man. And
Thank you,
what
Roger.
you have shared with us, it gives us a unique insight when we watch the episode again, knowing the attitude. Look, everything you did was cool, but now knowing what your thinking was, oh, dude,
Yeah.
it's hilarious. It's awesome. It adds insight. You are like, what you've helped us is like for those that read the books of the movies, you get that
Oh my God!
insight.
Yeah.
Yes. You give us that
Oh
insight.
my God! It's the biggest compliment ever. Do you realize that? Yeah, it's quite nice. You should copyright that. You should copyright it.
Well, it's funny. I'm in the process of copywriting this one, which a fan gave us, NDB Media, where they throw the rule book out on time limits for live streams. They will end it when it feels right. I wish I were here to end it, but I'm the one that has to go. Folks, Tanasije, dude, keep it going, man. Never give up.
You.
Keep going forward. We are your fans. Even more so now, you're spending time with us, and we cannot wait to see you in season 2, and we cannot wait to see you on everything else. And before I go, young man, anytime you want to talk about anything, you just tell us. You know the hour difference. We'll gladly assist you in our own tiny, humble way to get the word out. Anything you want to talk about. All right.
Thank you.
So,
hope this one works, for the season 2.
Hey, we're all hoping for that. So look, I'm the one that's got to bail. So yes, thank you, Starship Farragut. Appreciate that, and Marcia. So we're not done until he says we're done. I'm out, folks. We'll see you in a bit.
Thank
Take
you,
it easy, Roger.
Later, Roger.
Tomorrow.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So
Now, since we got rid of him.
Yeah, we got rid of him. Now we can get the party going.
now the real talk happens. Yeah.
Yeah, he just ruined our show. He just cut it off in half. Now you got the real party boys. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. We might throw in a little rave, like
There you go.
There you
like
go.
Florian did. That's right. We got no Garnett here. Let's do it.
Yeah.
No.
In, but I don't think so.
She might pop in. You never know.
You never know. You never know, though.
That's how it is with Sharon. Yeah.
Yes, she just pops in.
Now,
I don't know.
I know you don't know, but will there be any other arcs coming in next season?
No clue. No clue on
No,
anything.
nobody in. I don't even think they've decided totally yet. But that's the one thing that I've noticed that we don't know. I mean, I honestly, because I even said it on the show, I predicted that another arc was going to show up in the season finale and, interfere with what was going on, but that didn't happen. So I was wrong. But, you just never know.
I do know that Dean Devlin said that they're already writing for season 2 and that they're going to start shooting in the summer. So,
yes.
Yeah. It's being processed now. Like we were greenlit for the season 2. The casting is being not happening, but we know that it's gonna happen soon.
Yep.
So
here we go. A lot of fingers crossed.
Yeah. Thank you.
Imagine you are planning your first trip to the United States. Where would you most like to go if you came?
Well, a lot of places actually. I would love to see New York. Like, I think it would be a starter, and I would love to go to LA. For some reason, I would like to go to Denver. I don't know why, but I'm just curious about it. I mean, if I went to US, I would stay a while and I would do a lot of field trips because once you're there, you're there. Like, why not explore? Like even Hawaii, it's far fetched, but why not? I might skip Alaska. It's kind of cold. I don't like being
Roger likes Alaska.
really.
He went on a trip there last April after tax season, and he loved it.
Yeah, well, April. It might sound like it's warm enough. I don't know. I guess there's weather differences even there. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
colder and hotter.
during the summer or the spring and summer, Alaska's okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if you
I
go
guess so.
during that time. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. But who knows? Probably Chicago. There's a lot of Serbian folk live in Chicago, and I would go anywhere the trip takes me. Like even in the to the desert. What is it called? Mojave? No.
What they call it, the desert Southwest, which would be Arizona,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Las Vegas,
yeah.
that kind of place. Don't forget
Yeah, my
Texas.
dad went to a big US trip in the 90s. He loved it, so I guess I would love it too.
Don't forget
Yeah.
Texas. We love you.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I'm actually, my godfather lives in Texas now.
Oh,
So,
really? What city?
I think Austin. I think
Okay,
Austin.
I am
Yeah.
60 miles from your.
Nice. That's quite close.
Yes.
That's quite close, even in American terms, like everything
That is
is.
in Texas. That's close. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I knew I liked you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elizabeth says Comet water shots for everyone.
Yes. Did you drink Comet water?
And not on screen. Yeah, but might
It is for the U.S.
like
fans.
imagine Florian.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would be something else. Maybe it
I
was
mean,
too much to shoot.
when that
Maybe.
episode came out and the Comet water came out with the whole everything, we all latched onto it. That's why we call you, like I said earlier, the holics. Is
Yeah.
that we love that because it was just like, wow, you just hallucinate.
Yeah, yeah, it's out there. It's out there. It actually, that was the one of those things that surprised me. Like, how did they bring hallucinations to decide? I mean, yeah.
That's why in sci-fi, you never know. Even if someone passed on or killed off, you never know they can come back.
And actually, thanks to Common Water, I got to see some of my castmates again that I loved.
Yeah.
Great.
So in sci-fi, it's never a given that if you see someone pass on or if you see
It doesn't
something
mean
happen,
anything. Yeah.
it does not mean a thing because
Yeah.
they'll figure out a way if they
Yeah,
want to
I'm
happen.
still hoping Mercedes will come back in season 2. Yeah.
It can happen.
If you repeat it enough times, I guess she will.
Well, I repeated it to her a lot. So
To Dean, you need to repeat it.
Well,
to Dean.
hopefully the powers
I
that
did
be,
then too.
hopefully the powers that be are watching, and hopefully the writers or maybe a couple of them maybe watching or somebody from that, and maybe we'll give them a hint that we want some people. Yeah, you never know. You never know.
That's the power of the fans.
Yeah, there you go. Positive thinking.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you were doing a movie now and a couple of other things. You have anything else coming up that you're aware of that you can talk to us about, or are you just kind of?
I'm now in the gray zone. Like I'm doing some things. I'm doing a series right now as a casting director, and I might find a role for myself there.
Yeah, I'll write myself in there.
Yeah, and we'll see. Right now it's kind of in gray. Like the biggest thing happening right now is the arc, and the movie I'm shooting now is a long time away from being
shown.
Yeah, and we'll see. Yeah, that's about that. No projects in particular are in the future that I see.
So let me ask you before I forget, Michael. Then you can do whatever you need there. You have casting director and actor. Which do you like most, or are they? Yeah, I was gonna say, but you can cast yourself on anything you want now, right?
Yeah. Well, I can propose myself, not actually cast. The casting director doesn't have the power to give somebody the role. At least in Serbia, like I propose people for a role. So
Michael would be good in Arc season 2. You might want to.
like Jonathan English was in Arc. So
Yeah,
why wouldn't you?
yeah. Let's bring Michael as a captain or something in Arc. In season
No.
2.
Why not?
No, with
Why
two
not?
people that have been in the chat room that tried to get me on screen for things. And I kept, no, I don't like being in. Now I'm doing this silly thing. So it's like, go figure.
Well, small steps. You might end up on season 3.
You never know.
You never
You
know.
never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't
We're
know.
trying to get him cast.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
I'll
you
put in a
obviously.
word about it.
There you go. There you go,
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying not to. Aish. Oh, yeah, I know. I hit that by accident. Something didn't pop up. Yeah. You see, they're giving me a hard time.
Yes.
This is the person. This is the person who changed my life when I wrote him and said, "Oh, I really enjoyed the fan film I just saw." And he said, "Oh, thank you very much." And I said, "I live in the DC area." And he says, "Would you like to help?"
That's awesome.
So yeah, that changed my life back in 2008. So, but anyway, but Aisha, that's what I was trying to get. What genre of films do you like to do if you have a preference?
Well, no. I just I don't look at the movies throughout the genres. I tend to look in the way of story and about the characters. I think in those ways of movies. Like the genre is something that happens the most in the post production. You know, it's the way you montage it. You can always change the genre when you're montaging it in a way. But I don't know. I like to experiment a lot. I haven't done much comedy, so I might do comedy for some time. I would love to. But currently, I think actually with the short films and the student films, I've done mostly horror actually, and yeah, I've had my fair share of horror. It's not that much fun to shoot actually. It is, but it isn't. Like I'm getting tired of the screaming and everything. But yeah, I love anything that is well thought through and everything that is good.
Yeah.
Good.
Our buddy Marsha asks, what is the most that you've had to change your physical appearance for a role?
Well, it was always something dependent on the hair. It was never like me getting slimmer or fatter, and there isn't that much of a physical appearance changing trend in Serbia. Like you don't see many actors changing appearances for the role in Serbia, but maybe they stylize their hair or get some muscle. Not it's not like so drastic as in US. Maybe in the US you have a bigger market, so you have to fight a bit more for those roles. In Serbia, you just get the roles in a way. Yeah, and yeah, like in Serbia, you have like what 3,000, 5,000 actors. It's not that much. So, yeah. Compared to LA, where there's like 2 million actors, you know. But me personally, I now grown beard for a role, which is new to me. I never wore a beard, and for my graduational play, I was getting my hair long, like I had hair till here, because in the play they cut my hair off all the time, and I wanted to have a long hair, so it's not very visible if they make a mistake. So all my appearances were hair based. Yeah.
Good. Not that much.
Yeah.
Not that much. Good.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Well, I can say that I look at I mean, on your Instagram, you've got some of pictures from some of the other things you did, and it's like you look so different in a lot of them.
Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse, actually. I realized that. Like, as a casting director, I would have difficulty looking at my photos, because for actor to be transformative one, it's good to know, but you never know what to cast them as, you know.
Mm.
And I don't know. I love that I look very different in different things. It's much fun for me, but I don't know how good it is for business. We'll see.
That makes sense. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
Because I mean, I think I would think most people are cast on a show or on a movie based on a role that they've written for somebody or a role in general that's been written, and then they
Mm,
find that person that
yeah, it
closely
fits.
matches, or by accident. I think I was watching Dean Devlin and Jonathan Glasner. They released the WonderCon. They were at a WonderCon. It's like a convention in California,
Hmm.
and I think they wrote. I think it was Dean or Jonathan. One of them mentioned that they were writing a character, but then they casted this individual. They saw these people, and they actually said, "Well, that person would fit," or the other way around, where they say, "We'll write for that character, or that person, because they bring so much to this, to the show."
Well, actually, my character wasn't named Florian at all when I was being cast. It was changed when I got cast. And some things were changed with the character when I got cast. So yeah, I guess that happens because somebody's energy is just out there.
Yeah, you
And
don't know what's out there.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's like they probably saw you and they said, "You know what? That just takes it to this
Florian,
level." Yeah,
bitchy
that's
guy.
good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah,
And that's
but
why they should cast you in season 2.
thank you,
Hey,
Michael.
anybody from the writing staff, anybody from the executive team, anybody from sci-fi, this is your guy right up there. That's your guy. We want to see him in season 2. There. And
Thank
then if you
you.
got room for this guy over here, I don't know if it's this way or that way. Michael's also available.
No, wait.
Yeah,
Like
and then until you came about and said you were in the custodial department, I thought I was the official custodial person, but I guess I'm not. So I'll be your assistant. I'll be your
yeah,
assistant
that's good. That's
custodial.
good. I need an assistant. Like, there's a lot of people on the art, and I just can't serve all the
There you
boxes.
go. I'll be your
Cool.
assistant. There we go.
Yeah, yeah.
So well, there you go, Michael. We got our
Yeah,
casting
yeah.
call out.
Well, yeah, but no. Um, Aisha says, "Do you alter your voice for some of your roles?"
I tend to, but sometimes the directors don't want that. Like now for playing a priest, I'm gonna do a lower voice, and I'm gonna do this more mature and profound voice. But it depends what the director wants and what's the style of the movie or the play. Like it's much easier to alter voice in a play because theater is make believe. So yeah,
And
I
film
love
is real.
what?
And film is real. Is that what you're saying?
Well, kind of like they always search for rawness in film. You know, they always want to make it feel real in film.
Okay.
So yeah, it's kind of a trend now. I like films that are like extra, like Chicago or I don't know Moulin Rouge or whatever, where you see it's not reality. It's grotesque. I love it, but not a lot of people are heading in those directions.
Sounds good.
Or hocus pocus, whatever. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a
Well,
little. Yeah,
yeah,
that's profound.
yeah.
But we're getting you on season 2. I'll give
We decided it. I've got
Dean's agent a little note.
yeah. Thank you.
yeah, we'll
Thank
do
you.
our best. We'll do our best. Maybe you'll be captain of some arc, or something. You never know.
Maybe everybody dies and Florian is the only one that
Yeah.
survives.
Well, then there wouldn't be a
Hope not,
very long
hope not,
season.
hope not, hope not.
Then it wouldn't be a very long season if that was the case.
Hope
You want
not,
pe-
hope not.
Yeah.
I've realized what I've said. But yeah, maybe he plots to kill everyone.
Oh, there you
go.
go.
Never know.
You never know.
Never know. These writers, they're excellent. So, And thank you, Elizabeth. I think that was exactly the person I was talking about,
Yeah.
that they built the role, or talk about Angus, which is
Yeah.
Ryan, which is exciting. I keep forgetting tomorrow is awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
today is awesome. It's
No,
like
tomorrow is a big,
No.
big party. Yeah,
but
yeah,
today is like the appetizer, and then like tomorrow, oh my gosh, it's gonna be great having you back, and then everybody. Oh, it's gonna be great.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe I'll have a
Oh.
better internet connection. I'm hoping.
Yeah, hopefully. No, not
should
you, but I'm just
get
saying.
ready for that. You know,
Yeah,
Michael.
we're gonna do a clean. Aisha actually is asking a question that I wanted to ask. Did you get to ad lib on your role?
In Arc, no, actually, I tried to be as precise as possible because I don't know, I wanted to be clean about it. But in other projects, like in the with low budget ones or so on, yeah, I do all the time. So yeah, for this I trusted the writers, and that's about that.
Because I know it can go both ways. Because sometimes they want people to ad lib in a show, and then some people, I'm not an actor, so I'm just guessing. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
But other times, actors want to respect the writer and basically say exactly what the writer wrote. They wrote it for a reason. So
Yeah. Sometimes it kind of depends on the deal you have with the director and the writers. Like if they want to ad lib, they should have stated, earlier. Like some shows, like I guess The Office, Parks and Recreations, What We Do in the Shadows, and so on. I guess they make up lines all the time there. Like there's no possible way that all of that is being written in, but especially like the second plan dialogue and so on. And I don't know, I think it's about the communication between the sectors. And yeah, I think it's wonderful if the actors can help with the writing, but I think that it should be done before the shoot, not during the shoot, because sometimes it's a brain fart.
right.
And you shouldn't like depend on a moment where your brain just went like. So
No. No.
like if I wanted to alter some text, I would write to someone and be like, hey guys, what do you think? I think this line could go and so on.
Yes, I think Florian needs to, have a larger part and gets to be on the bridge for, 3 episodes, right?
Yeah. Why not?
Or serve their food up there, so they don't have to come down to the desk.
Personal custodian that's lurking and spying.
Right?
Right?
Yeah. Or have me bring the food and you captain. How's that?
Yeah, and I'm on a different mission. Nobody
There.
knows which.
To find
Yeah.
food. Well, we have Angus doing food on the ship.
Yeah, maybe.
But you can always look for food.
I wanted Florian so bad to open up a clothing store on the ship.
Oh, on the Ark?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, and I was talking to Ivana, like imagine what would your character bring on a bag to a spaceship, and I was like, clothes, like what else? And like she was like, what? And necessities, like I don't know, picture of parents or whatever. I was like, no, clothes. And
I could see the Cat and Florian shop right there on the Ark.
Yeah. Yeah. They would be, they would be rolling it.
Yeah. But I mean, the clothes on the Ark are, they're okay, but it wouldn't mind a little bit of a,
Yeah. For every edition for the Ark, I think I had 3 or so. Like the first round, second round, and so on. I always went in something that's extra. Like a shirt with flowers,
Mhm.
shirt with tigers. I don't know, and I don't know. I just seen him as very vivid and flamboyant.
I would agree. I would
Yeah,
service without a smile. There
of
you go.
course. He would
Give us that look again. There you go.
he
That
he
needs
would
to
he would sell you stuff telling you they look awful on you. You know.
that needs to be a T-shirt, by the way. That look.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like that just needs to be somewhere on a T-shirt. Like
Like
that. That just needs to be on a T-shirt somewhere
yeah,
or
and
a poster.
I always imagine him being broken somewhere in his posture. Like he couldn't stand like this. He would
Yes.
stand like this
Yes.
always.
Yes. I agree. I
Like,
agree. Yes.
yeah.
There
Yeah,
you go.
that's him. That's our Rose. That's our Rose.
All right.
Aisha's leaving. No.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Thank
running
you,
out of.
Aisha.
I'm actually saving questions for tomorrow, so I don't want to continue anything because I want to bring this, going forward. But Michael, feel free to, come on in with anything you got.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I'm working on that. Yeah, I'm limited now,
Oh.
since I'm not on my main computer. But
Marcia, do you love
the look, I
plan
think.
for the Florian for being bitchy
Mhm.
salesman?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I think the arc me kind of needs a little bit of that, a little shop on the corner. Hey, no, I don't. I'll give it away. But if another arc had the ability of showing some stuff,
Mhm.
I think this arc can also do that too.
Of course. Of
So
course.
there's
Yeah.
room. The arc is big, so it's a big arc.
There must be a corner,
There
you know,
has to be.
or at least somebody's bed, someone that died. You
Oh,
know, you can use that space. Nobody sleeps there anymore. You can put up a shop there.
that's your shop right there. How's
Yeah.
that? You
Yeah,
like that?
Florian bitchy shop. Right.
Yes.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like
Yeah.
it. I think
I'm not quite sure with what currency they would buy the clothes, but we'll
uh,
figure it out.
we'll make it up.
Yeah.
We'll make it up. No problem.
Maybe
I
in
don't think.
favors. Maybe in favors, and then Florian becomes the master of the favors. Like everybody owes him something, and he, I
Yeah,
mean,
we're writing the show as we speak. I think we need to just keep going, man. I bet you if any other writer, they're like, oh yeah, let's make some notes here. Never
Great.
know.
Yeah.
Never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
But I'm cool with what I got. I got a bunch of stuff for tomorrow, but I don't want to bring it up on him. I'm sure it's getting kind of late over there as well. So I
Yeah.
don't
How
want
much longer do we have with you?
The adrenaline kicked in, so.
Oh, okay. Or did you just sneak in some Comet water? Is that what it was?
that we didn't see it.
I didn't. I tried to sneak in my cat, but
That's when you were frozen. You were
That's when
actually
you're
getting
frozen,
the Comet
yeah.
water.
you got me. You got me.
We
I
got you.
figured, yeah.
Yeah, Comet water.
Well-
Comet water is a good code name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good code name.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of tomorrow, have you kept in touch with your other castmates since the arc, or has
Some
this
of
going to be
them.
new?
Some
Couple
of
of
them, yeah, it's just that we, have different lifestyles. We live in different places, and I've kept in touch with Dominic Cicak. I don't know what was his character's name. Oh my god, I forgot. He
It's
was
okay.
he was the one. He has an English name. Never mind. He's the Tiana's love interest, Eva's love interest.
Oh,
Who died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harris, I think.
Harris.
Yeah,
Harris. Yeah, right, Harris. Yeah, and some of them I was with some other castmates, but they moved from Serbia, sadly.
Aw,
Yeah, and yeah, we follow each other on Instagram, so I see what they're up to.
good.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully tomorrow is a kind of a reunion of
Reunion. Yeah,
sorts,
yeah.
and I hope everybody can join us. And again, as Roger was saying earlier, we really appreciate. I know this was your first podcast,
Yeah.
um, and you were a little bit, and actually it's us. We're the ones that were real nervous. So, but you looks like you did a good job. You
Few minuses, you know.
That's right. Two minuses make a plus.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Michael, I'm good for now, unless you want to bring up something else.
Well, if
Um,
anybody else in the chat room, we're probably going to wrap it up really soon. So if you've got any other questions in the chat room, let us know.
Are there more American productions coming to Serbia now? Well, there is actually a movie called Subspecies 5 was being shot in Serbia. It has its fair share of premieres in US, I think, in the past month. And there's actually a lot of productions coming to Serbia since it's quite cheap to film, and it has a lot of different cultural styles to offer, like from Roman period, Ottoman, um, 19th century Europe, and so on. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunities. I mean, when I found out that Dune Part 2 was shooting in Budapest, I was, I had a mission to get into the Dune. And I wrote to a casting director I know in Budapest, since I worked with him I was a casting director too, and I still am. And I was like, Gergo, are you casting for Dune? And he was like, yeah, but only for the extras, and you're an actor, so no. I was like,
How rude. Yeah.
how rude.
well, it's not rude. It's more of a policy. You don't cast actors for extras. It's a kind of policy here in Europe. So yeah.
Makes
But June is next door. So if they plan on shooting more of Dune, it's also
Well,
something.
and don't forget
You'll get
us.
your name in there
Yeah, I was
early,
gonna say,
right?
don't forget us. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know two wonderful guys from America, three, four.
yeah, unfortunately, I had to probably work on my passport. I wouldn't be able to make it too far if I don't have a passport. So
Yeah.
I need to work on my passport.
Maybe if you get into June, they will give you a passport.
There you go. There you go.
Think about
Never
it.
know. And if
Yeah.
not, I'll be the assistant at the Florian Bitchy shop on the Ark.
I mean, in the mass hall and in the Florian Bitchy shop. And you know what? Maybe he opens a gallery also.
I
knows?
would say that would be the next thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There's
right-
plenty of things to put in a gallery on ARC 15.
I
Yeah.
know. Right? I know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if they
And
can do it on Arc 15, I can do it on Arc.
like
they can do it on
Florian's
an Arc.
seen it all. Like he's gonna bring 15 to 1.
There
you
you
know.
go.
Yeah.
And I can already see the writers are already, making notes. So there you go.
Maybe he can have what are they called, the shows where they mock up people, like a stand up but it's all swearing and everything.
Okay.
A roast.
Roast
A
show, right?
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
roast show.
yeah.
There you go.
He could have a roast show also.
There
Who
you
knows?
go.
Like yeah.
That could be. Let's see. Before we go, this might be a hard one, and you might not want to answer, but
Okay.
what was your favorite scene in the Ark? Not necessarily what you shot, but that you might have witnessed. What was one of your favorites? I'll say one of your favorites, because you might have more than one.
I loved the the scene in episode 2 before the takeoff. Yeah, it was kind of quite emotional for me because a lot of those people didn't know their fates then. and they were very happy to be a part of something big. And the main captain that was speaking, who is played masterfully by Ana Sufranovic, the actress Ana Sufranovic is a great actress that doesn't get a lot of roles nowadays in Serbia, and I was so glad that she got this one. And it was kind of emotional for me, and that day was very fun. We all, it was one of those days when all of the casting crew were on set, and we had much fun. And yeah, it's the one.
Well, that's good. That's cool. So that was episode 2. I remember that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, you said you were upset about some of your friends that got killed off
Yeah.
or whatever. Did you know before they did, because you got, when you were doing casting and you saw the scripts, or not really?
Well, and no, because I think they find out a day before the casting agency got the scripts. You know, because somebody from the production knows that they're gonna get killed off, because even because of the paychecks and so on and schedule.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think they find out first. And yeah, and about the it was quite funny, because like me working at a casting agency, and I knew some things, but I didn't know what can I tell my crew and castmates even.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
they would come up to me and be like, because everybody knew I was working there, everybody was like, have you got the new scripts? Do you have the episode? And I was like, no. And yeah, they wanted to know beforehand, but I tried to keep my lips sealed. Or they
Okay.
wanted to know who's being cast for what. And actually, they sometimes helped. They sent some proposals themselves, like, oh my God, call this and that person. And sometimes those people ended up getting roles.
And the next time when somebody comes up and asks you like that for questions, just give them that look. That look.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Give
gonna
them
be
that
the
look.
situation. Why aren't you kind to me again? Like,
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I know, Michael, you want to go ahead and tell us and remind us what's going to happen tomorrow?
Yeah,
Because
tomorrow, the big event. We'll have 6 cast members, maybe more, maybe less.
a
But
surprise.
as people know, I'm kind of, I've got my own little NDA that I have to deal with sometimes. But we never know. But the last time I was chatting with Mercedes, before a podcast, you never know what's going to happen. So
He's right now he's lucky to be alive when he did that to us. Very lucky to be alive to do that for us. And then we'll text you, or I'll message you the link of that episode at the time when we were punked, and you'll see how we
Yeah.
reacted.
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
hysterical. But
It
anyway,
was
but
hysterical.
tomorrow, so we will have Ryan Adams. We will have Stacy.
Mhm.
Why am I having a nice little brain not working? Mercedes will be on, and Samantha,
Yeah.
and our good friend here will be on, and Tamara. She pronounces Tamara, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tomorrow in half an hour.
Yeah. But I was gonna say Tamara is the name of Griff.
Tamara.
Tamara.
Tamara. Yeah.
Tamara? Is
Tamara.
it Tamara?
Okay. I
Tamara.
want you to wear the accent,
Okay.
how she does it. So, okay.
Yeah, I didn't
And
know
she
if
will be
it's
on. She will be on tomorrow. She confirmed 2 days ago. So I'm excited about that.
good. Can't
So
wait.
it's going to be a great episode. It will start, let's see,
1 p.m. my
Serbian,
time.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
1
it's 8
p.m. your
p.m.
time, 2 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Serbian time, 7 p.m. UK, and for Kelly and Kelly, the character, Samantha, and Mercedes and Roger, that will be 11
11
a.m.
a.m.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna
And
have to
that's going
wake
to be a
up.
great episode. Find our link on our NDB Media page, ndbmedia.net, and you can get the links there, or go to our Facebook page, Facebook/NDB Media. You can get it there. And we are so happy that you could be with us today.
Yes. Thank
I'm
you.
I'm even more happy.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see, you did great. You did a great
I
job.
think so. I think you did great too.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
And I just loved like Marsha and Tiffany and other people commenting. It was very fun. Aisha. Yeah, and so thankful for all of this. It
Yeah.
was an
Yeah.
experience.
And we'll have a lot of viewers after the program,
Oh,
because
yeah.
this is in the middle of the day on a Saturday. So I'm happy that the guests that came, the chat room was as lively as it was, because we never know when we have to do a show on
Yeah.
not our normal time, which is usually 9 p.m. Eastern time on
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Monday.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, because
We
that's
thank-
that's 3 a.m. your time, and that wouldn't be too good.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
No, we wouldn't.
Unless
No,
you're
the
just
look.
coming out of a party that you've just been out to.
No,
Or-
it's Florian look all the way. I would-
There you go. That's the look.
Yeah.
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 And it's not official, but I think you beat Mercedes' time.
I think so.
I think you did. I'll have to check because of the other episode got cut. But
Yeah.
I think you beat Mercedes' time, so she will not be
What can I
happy.
You know what that-
say?
You know what that means,
Tanasije
Michael?
is a faster car brand than Mercedes.
You know what that means, Michael? That tomorrow's gonna be a 9-hour show.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Imagine all of us
Oh my gosh,
like
We're-
talking and so on.
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fun. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great. Well, thank you again for dropping by. We really appreciate it. And as you can tell from the fans, they love you. And
Thank you.
we hope the writers and the executives, one more time, we're telling you, please don't forget about Florian in season 3. I'm season 2. Hey, even season
Yeah,
3.
season 3. That's a good one too.
Season
Yeah.
3 too, if you want.
Manifesting. That's manifestation, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
And but we really appreciate you dropping by and being a good sport. I know it's kind of late over there, so I think we need to start wrapping it up. And Michael, good to see you. Unfortunately, we had internet issues on your end and in general, but hopefully we got rid of all the problems.
Yeah, hopefully. And then I don't know what happened when the show got cut off. That was kind of ridiculous. But anyway, but I will post both links on the on the web page. So he'll be one of those few that has 2 podcasts on the same line. So there you go.
There you go. Now you can tell your agent and everybody else that you had 2 shows in one day.
In one
And
day.
there's
Yeah.
one following. Yeah.
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 Well, thank everybody from the groups. We appreciate your support. Thank you for dropping by on a Saturday afternoon or whatever time it happens to be in your time. And we expect you and hopefully expect you to return tomorrow for another version of Tanasije and everybody else that's dropping by so that we can definitely get this party going and keep it going.
Yeah.
There you go. So on behalf of NDB Media, thank you for coming. And thanks everyone for listening. And we will see you tomorrow for our big 6, maybe more guests. Take it easy, everyone.
See you. Good night.